Hello, what is happening, my family? Welcome to your morning movement practice. Of course, you could take this class during morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night for all I care, but my purpose in creating this video is to create a juicy yoga session that feels good in the morning just to loosen up and to get into the whole body after hopefully a night of good sleep or a night of bad sleep, right? Because yoga really is for any time, any place, especially a full body practice like this. So let's start out standing up. Let's just shake out some of that energy. Let yourself rotate side to side. Swivel on the feet, on the toes. Look to the left, look to the right. Notice what initial layers of space and lack of space may be present in your system as we kind of start things off today. Good. Take some movement big up and around through the shoulders. Try to be a little bit aware of how the shoulder's rotating, but it's also not too serious, right? We just are opening up these layers. And then switch the arms, do the other arm, big shoulder rotations. And try to be a little bit mindful of how the shoulder moves in the joint. Then take some hip movement, just some big kind of mindful hip circles. Then switch legs, take some hip rotations, opposite leg. Good morning, hips. Cool. Then from here, shake out your legs. Reach the hands up to the sky, take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Relax into it. Bring your feet a little bit wider. Bend your knees, clasp opposite hand to elbow, sway side to side. Find a relaxing sensation in your jaw, neck, eyelids, shoulders. Let this be a soft place to be. And then take a slow roll up to standing. As you stand up, let's take some movements with our breath. The point of these movements is to open up through the shoulders as well as simply connect movement with the breath. That's an amazing opportunity, especially in the morning, to connect our senses together and form a little bit of connection with ourselves. So on your inhale, hands sweep out to the side, big circle up to the sky. As we exhale, hands pull down to the heart center. Close the eyes if you'd like. Inhale, sweep the arms wide up to the sky like a sunrise. Exhale, pull the hands down to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms wide to the sky. Exhale, hands pull to the heart. 3 more. Inhale, hands wide to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, hands wide to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Inhale, hands wide to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Reach your hands out to a T position. Wrap one arm over top of the other and start rotating the body around. Reach your arms for your opposite shoulder blades. Create a turtle shell-like sensation for yourself and then roll through space. Get into the thoracic region of the spine. Try to keep the hips and the lower body pretty stable here, but if they start to waver and move with you, that's okay. Open up space, feel the side body stretching. Come through center, release, open up your arms, switch your grip, opposite arm on top, and then take a few more rotations. Nice and easy. Give yourself a big hug, again, reaching for opposite shoulder blades, using that to create a protective shell for your back so that you can move freely through these thoracic rotations. Let it feel good, let it feel scrumptious. And then when you're ready, release, shake it out. All right, from here, reach your right arm to the sky, lean to the left, reach for new space in your side body. Come back through center, reach your left arm up and over towards the right side. Come back through center, slightly widen your stance. Do that again. Right arm reaches up and over, side body stretch. Come through center, left arm reaches up and over, side body stretch. And then just tick-tock back and forth a few rounds. The side bodies are one of the easiest places to build up tightness over time, whether you just woke up or whether you were sitting down at a desk all day. It's a part of our bodies that doesn't get stretched a lot because it requires a lot of the times overhead movement or it requires just general movement that we don't usually find during average human activities. All right, we'll go ahead and release this. Step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Half sun salutations here. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And if you feel like you're lifting into your halfway lift and your spine is still round, bend your knees, stick your butt back, lift your shoulders forward. So I really want a flat, long spine here, no matter how much you need to bend your knees. And then release into your fold. Inhale, hands to the sky, stand up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Maybe close your eyes. Find rhythm here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more full round. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to tabletop position. Go through a few rounds of cat and cow. We've already worked through the spine quite a bit, so this should hopefully feel pretty available compared to when cat-cow is like the first thing you do. Then shift to side laterally, look over your left shoulder, look over your right shoulder. And then take your spine in some jump roping motion. So imagine your spine is a jump rope, the kind of jump rope where two people are holding it on both ends and then someone's in the middle jumping. Those big rotations through the mid-cavity of the body. And then settle in towards child's pose. Hips back, arms reach in front of us, forehead rests on the mat. Breathe. We'll have about 10 to 15 seconds here just to hang out, to rest, to find space. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Come up, tuck the toes, and send the hips up and back in space. Pedal out your feet, land in your first down dog. Shift the heels to the left and right, pedal out the legs. Find some movements that simply feel good to you. Notice the weight coming into the hands. Notice the deep flexion, overhead flexion of the shoulders. Nice job. From here, a couple rounds of movement with our breath. Inhale to tabletop, drop the knees. Exhale to child's pose, send the hips back. Stay in fluid movement. Inhale up to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tabletop. Keep the knees hovering if you want more challenge. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, forward, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more rounds. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. Feel the rhythm. Inhale, forward to table. Exhale, down dog. Last one. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Lift your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Take a step, right foot outside of right hand. Drop to your left knee. Inhale, twist the right hand to the sky. Exhale, twist down. Try to tap your right elbow to the mat. Inhale, right hand twist to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to touch the mat. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to touch the mat. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to touch the mat. Release this. Both hands come down. Half splits. Pull the hips back. Fold over your right leg. Take some big loops with the right ankle. Move it around in big directions. Couple nice big circles clockwise, followed by a couple nice big circles counterclockwise. Awesome job. From here, Shift the weight forward. Right foot is still outside of the right hand. Tuck your left toes under. Lift the left knee off the mat. You're in a lifted lunge here. Get lighter in the hands. Pull the heart through. Find effort in the legs. And then step back to plank pose. From plank pose, drop to the knees. Bend your elbows. Bring your chest and your chin to the mat. Ashtanga Namaskara, also known as knees, chest, chin. Right? So hips are to the sky like an inchworm. And then pull yourself through to a baby cobra. Peel your chest up. And then release child's pose. Press into the mat. Send the hips back. From child's pose, find down dog. Tuck the toes, hips to the sky. As you land in down dog, left foot to the sky, three-legged dog, and then left foot steps all the way outside of left hand. Drop to your right knee. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow tries to touch the ground. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow tries to touch the ground. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow towards the ground. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow tries to touch the ground. Bring both hands to the mat. Straighten out your left leg into half splits, splits prep, whatever you want to call it. Adjust your stance as needed. Take some big loops with your left ankle here. Let this feel good. Feel some of those snaps, crackles, pops. Hopefully they don't come with any pain or irritation. Just work through the space. And then shift the weight forward. Again, left foot is outside of both hands. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee off the mat. We're in this runner's lunge. Pause for a moment. Pull your heart through, lengthen the spine, lightness in the hands. Step back to plank pose. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, drop the knees. Take another knees, chest, chin. And then this time pull through, up dog, cobra, any kind of deeper back bend you're feeling ready for. And then come back to downward facing dog. Finding a little bit more rhythm with similar movements. Right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Step right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, twist right elbow towards the mat. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow to the mat. And if I didn't say this earlier, the left knee is staying up off the mat this time, so a little extra element compared to last time. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to touch the mat. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to touch the mat. 2 more. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to touch. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to touch. Both hands come to the mat. Drop the left knee. Half splits. Pull the hips back. And we're in a slightly wider stance of half splits. It might feel odd to have your right foot all the way out to the edge of your mat, outside of your hands. But that just helps us get a little more into the inner line of the right leg compared to just the back of the leg straight down the hamstring, which to me just feels nice in the morning, right? Inner hamstrings, inner hips are an easy place to build up tightness. And that's what I'm targeting today. I'm trying to get into all the places that are easy to accumulate tightness and tension and just work into those layers. Shift it forward. Place both hands down. Tuck your left toes, lift the left knee for runner's lunge, and then step back to plank pose. Option to take this as a regular push-up or a knee push-up as we come to low plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog, pull through. Downward facing dog, release back. From down dog, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Left foot steps outside of left hand. Keep the right knee lifted this time. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow reaches to the mat. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow reaches to the mat. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow reaches to the mat. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow reaches to the mat. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist down. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, twist down. Both hands to the mat. Drop the back knee, half splits. Take a couple moments to relax. Those are kind of sneaky. They build up over time, and before you know it, your arms and legs are both quite activated. When you're ready, bend into your left knee, shift the weight forward, tuck your right toes, right knee lifts, step back to plank. Knees can drop if you want as we come to low plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, pull yourself through, and we'll meet in downward facing dog as we return. Good, last round. Inhale, right leg to the sky, step right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, right hand to the sky, twist. Exhale, right elbow tries to touch the mat. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to tap. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to tap. Last one. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right elbow tries to tap. Both hands down, drop the back knee, shift into half splits, point and flex the toes or roll the ankle around. And then shift it forward, bend into your right knee, tuck the left toes, left knee lifts, step back through plank, knees stay lifted or not, chaturanga, bend the elbows, upward facing dog, pull yourself through, downward facing dog, return back, left leg to the sky, left foot outside of left hand. Inhale, left hand to the sky, exhale, left elbow tries to touch your mat. Inhale, left hand to the sky, exhale, left elbow tries to tap. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow tries to tap. Last one. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left elbow tries to tap. Both hands down. Half splits. Drop your left knee. Hips pull back. Find some space. Move around through the ankle for a moment if you'd like. Awesome work, y'all. Shift it forward. Hands to the mat. Toes tucked behind you. Step back through plank. Knees can drop or stay lifted as you come to chaturanga, low plank. Upward facing dog. Pull your way through. Downward facing dog. Release on back. From downward facing dog, look forward, walk, step, take a little hop, whatever you want to bring the feet to the hands, top of the mat. Relax down into your forward folds. Stand up all the way. Reach the hands to the sky, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close the eyelids. Pause for 3 deep breaths at your own pace. Wonderful. Let the legs go wide. Come into a goddess pose. Heels come in, toes out. And this doesn't need to be your deepest goddess pose. I want it to be a place where you feel comfortable, where you can rock side to side. So it's not like the hips need to be in line with the knees or anything, right? Your thighs don't need to be parallel to the ground. We're just casually rocking side to side. Getting into our hips a little bit deeper. And then sink into more of a real goddess pose. Hips go a little bit lower, find bounciness. You can cactus the arms if you want. Breathe here for 5. You can keep shifting if you want for 4. For 3, get even lower. Last 2. On 1, heels out, forward fold. Relax the body into your fold. Crawl the hands out in front of you, wide-legged downward facing dog. Wide-legged downward facing dog. So this should feel like a nice shoulder stretch. Since we have the wide legs, the weight should be almost fully in the heels and in the hips pressing behind us. The hands should be light, right? The hands should only be taking like 5% of the weight so that we can really just sink the heart down as we find a beautiful shoulder stretch. Good. Then from here, walk the hands back under you. Go ahead and come down to a seated position, however that makes sense for you to transition. Bring the hips out in front of you. Windshield wiper through the hips. Just getting through all of our joints this morning. Try to find a more mindful way of windshield wipering, so really focus. You'll kind of notice if you look up at the screen, I'm going kind of one leg at a time. And it's easy to just go like back and forth, you know, just swimming back and forth. And while that's good, we can get a lot more articulation if we focus on each particular hip joint and what kind of movements are possible there. Of course, I believe for all of these movements, there's no single right way to do it because we all have different bodies. We all have different lives, different pasts, different ways we spend our days. So everything I say is merely a suggestion or an option. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and shift to lay on our bellies. All right, I'm going to come into a Sphinx pose. Feel free to follow. So, coming into Sphinx pose, I often see folks bring elbows behind their shoulders and then they're just in this compressed shape, and that's no fun for anybody, especially for your arms. And it creates a lot of compression. So instead, bring your elbows beneath your shoulders. Press down through the mat. So you'll notice here, I'm sinking into it. This is a strong Sphinx pose, right? So this is what we don't really want. This is what we want. Broaden through your shoulders, through your heart, through your pectorals. Shoulders push down away from the ears. Bring the tops of your feet wider behind you. Let the hips be heavy into the earth. Drop your chin down toward your chest, lengthen through the back of your neck. And then start to draw lines with your chin along your collarbones. Just trace your collarbones with your chin, and then take this into any other organic movement in the neck. Just some beautiful little neck rolls. Find some space. Find some kindness toward yourself. Sphinx pose, or even just laying on your belly, right? So the alternative to this posture, if this feels like too much of a back bend, would be simply to lay on the belly. And something that we forget is that laying on the belly is actually a back bend. It's a subtle one, but it actually does take our spine into extension simply by laying on our bellies. So Sphinx pose or laying on the belly is a great thing to do in the middle of the day if you work at a desk or if you are hunched over a lot, because this allows our spine to find the opposite orientation, which keeps it healthy and long over time, or helps to do so. All right, so keep in movement with your neck or just relax here. We'll have another, maybe 3 deep breaths here. Let it feel good. Breathing in, breathing out, and then one more. Inhale, exhale. Release down onto your belly, and then once you're here, relax for like 2 breaths. Wiggle the hips side to side or windshield wiper through your leg. Then go ahead and flip onto your back. You can flip over like a pancake, stop, drop, and roll style. As you lay down onto your back, bring the feet together and let the knees open out wide for Supe Konasana, Reclined Bound Angle Pose. You could choose to rest your hands on your pointy hip bones or your hands on the belly or near the rib cage to feel your structure. It's a very grounding thing to do, just to feel our own bones, muscles, our physical shape. Or if you'd like to open through the shoulders, reach the arms overhead with the elbows bent. Both of those are good options. Let the eyelids begin to soften. Let the effort begin to release. Take big inhales to fill up the energetic body. Big exhales to relax into the surface beneath you. Yogis, this is where I will leave you for today. This is a wonderful place to end our practice. If this shape is sensitive to you, place a couple props, some blocks or books underneath your knees or underneath your thighs or legs to support the position. Otherwise, try to stay here for a minute or so, and then if you'd like to extend into a Shavasana, a final resting pose, by simply extending the legs long into a place of rest. I hope you were able to find some space through this practice this morning. I hope you feel a little bit more awake than when you landed on your mat. I know your body and your joints probably do. So anyways, have a beautiful rest of your day on your voyage throughout this grand journey of life. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to become a friend and a resource for you. And with that being said, look forward to seeing you soon, whether it's on or off the mat. Much love and peace to you all, my friends. I'll see you soon.